In the previous video, we have discussed about synthesis, fiber formation, properties and applications of meta-aramid fibers. Next, we will discuss about para-aramid fibers, but because para-aramid fibers are made of liquid crystal polymers, therefore in this video, we will discuss about what are liquid crystal polymers, types of liquid crystal polymers, which are lyotropic liquid crystals, thermotropic liquid crystals, and different phases or orders in liquid crystals, which are termed as nematic, cymactic A, and cymactic C. Para-aramid fibers are not the only fibers that belong to liquid crystal polymer fibers. There are various types, for example, aromatic polyamides like para-aramid or Kevlar fibers, aromatic heterocycles like Technora fiber, aromatic copolyesters like Vectron fibers. So what are liquid crystalline polymers? Because para-aramid fibers were the first member of liquid crystalline polymer fibers, and they belong to aromatic polyamide family, and they exhibited exceptional mechanical properties because of their exceptional polymer fibers. Today, liquid crystals fall between these two extremes. We know that polymers usually form randomly coiled polymer chains in the solutions, but if rigid or ribbon-like polymer segments are present in the polymer chain, they can form rod-like distribution in solutions. And this rod-like distribution of polymer chains in solutions can be termed as liquid crystalline phases. In order to form liquid crystal polymers, rigid elements need to be incorporated in the polymer backbone. These rod-like or rigid elements are called mesogens. Different placement of mesogens in polymer chains can result in many types of liquid crystal polymers. For example, main chain liquid crystal polymers and side chain liquid crystal polymers. In main chain liquid crystal polymers, the mesogens or rigid rod-like elements are incorporated within the main chain of the polymer, whereas for side chain liquid crystal polymers, the mesogens or rigid rod-like elements are connected to the main chain through flexible segments known as spacer. And the third type of liquid crystal polymer is random liquid crystal polymer. The schematic of these liquid crystal polymers is shown in this figure. Here, this rod-like segment is known as mesogen, and when these mesogens are incorporated within the main chain or backbone of the polymer chain, then these are known as main chain liquid crystals. And if these rigid rod-like elements are connected to the main chain with the help of some spacers, flexible molecules, then these are known as side chain liquid crystal polymers. And if they are randomly distributed within the length of the molecule or length of the rigid rod-like element, and its diameter have high ratio. And it is because of this high axial ratio or high aspect ratio that these elements that exhibit liquid crystal behavior due to thermal effect or in melt form. Lyotropic liquid crystal polymers require critical concentration to form ordered arrangements in the solution, and the concentration of the solution is made enough to promote fluidity but not enough to make the solution isotropic. That is, the concentration of solvent or polymer is important to control. In thermotropic liquid crystal polymers, thermal effect is required for the formation of crystalline domains, and mesogens appear on cooling from isotropic liquid, that is melt, or heating above the crystalline solid phase, so that these rigid rod-like elements can arrange themselves in ordered form. Therefore, we can say that a liquid crystalline or mesomorphic phase or mesophase refers to a state of matter in which the degree of order is between the almost perfect long-range positional and orientational order present in solid crystals and the statistical long-range disorder characteristic of isotropic liquids, amorphous solids, and gases. The difference between solid crystals, liquid, and liquid crystals is shown in this figure. Solid crystals are highly ordered structures, whereas polymers form isotropic solutions. That is, the polymer molecules in solvent are randomly distributed, whereas for liquid crystals, the mesogens are oriented in a particular direction. Here we can see two types of arrangements. Liquid crystals or mesogens can arrange themselves in different orders, which are shown in this slide. Liquid crystal polymers can exhibit three forms of order. In nematic order, mesogens are arranged parallel to each other and no other order exists. This is the order in one direction. In case the mesogens are arranged not only parallel to each other but are also arranged in the form of layers of about one molecular length in thickness, it is known as symmetric order. In case the layers of mesogens are perpendicular to the plane of orientation, it is known as symmetric A phase, whereas if the layers of mesogens are inclined at an angle to the plane of orientation, it is known as symmetric C phase. When this orientational order appears in the liquid crystal polymers, the solution becomes anisotropic. But the degree of anisotropy for liquid crystal polymer solution is less than the strict three-dimensional order present in crystalline solids, whereas it will be more than the isotropic state characteristic of amorphous systems. The concentration threshold defining the transition to liquid crystalline state will depend on the degree of shape asymmetry of the molecules, which will be determined as the ratio of their equilibrium length to their diameter, which is known as axial ratio or aspect ratio. In case the concentration is greater than a critical limit, then it will affect the spinability of the fiber, because there will be undissolved material and due to which the fibers which will be formed will have inferior properties. There are two main factors that control the degree of orientation, and those are solution temperature and polymer concentration. The difference between amorphous polymer, semi-crystalline polymer, and liquid crystalline polymer is shown in this figure. Amorphous polymers have randomly coiled polymer chains which remain randomly coiled when we heat or cool the polymer. In case of semi-crystalline polymers, they form domains of amorphous and crystalline regions, and when we heat this type of polymer, they become randomly coiled, and upon cooling again domains of crystalline and amorphous regions appear. Whereas in case of liquid crystalline polymers, they are highly oriented. Upon heating, they will expand a bit or they will exhibit a little bit disorder, whereas upon cooling again they will form highly oriented structure. Next, we will discuss different fibers which are liquid crystal polymer fibers.